Well, what do you do if you are a realtor in downtown Concord, North Carolina, and you have 7 minutes until your next appointment, and you just got the Betty Feezor conference room turned into the Betty Feezor Studio? Well, you just decide that it's time to share with y'all some ideas from the greatest herself. Now, I'm just going to brag for a second because this was Betty's first cookbook, Betty Feezor's Best. And you know what? My copy, it's autographed. She died in 1978, y'all. I love that woman. And this is her studio from WBTV. If you are not from the Charlotte area or you're too young, frankly, this is for the mediums like me and the medium plus and a medium plus plus. Betty Feezor was Pinterest before Pinterest existed, well, before the internet existed. And she had a homemaking show on WBTV. You could go look her up on YouTube. She was delightful. And what I can tell you is that at 1 o'clock on Monday through Friday, anywhere in the Southeast, your world stopped when Betty came on. And so I have one of her cookbooks here. I have all of her cookbooks, and I do hope her son happens to watch this because I'm still waiting on him to come visit me and see his mother's studio. But since it's almost June, I thought it'd be a good idea to give y'all some bridal shower ideas since many of my friends are entering the age where their children are getting married. And so why not have some good ideas for bridal showers? And we don't know what the fellas do because they don't make it into Betty Feezor's cookbook. So here's idea number one. You could have a linen shower. I wish somebody had had one of these for me. In fact, have one for me now. That's fine. It says each guest brings some type of linen. So you could get people some good sheets. I do have a coupon for Cozy Earth. I can't remember what it is. The code is real estate. Is it real estate 40? I don't know. It's 40% off. So if you want my coupon for Cozy Earth, you should let me know because those are ridiculously good sheets. And you could also bring towels. We used to bring Canon towels because they were from here in Cabarrus County, but then it got sent overseas thanks to NAFTA. And then it also reminds us that you should do a hostess gift. That needs to come back into vogue. So if you are the hostess, you should be bringing them a luncheon set. I don't know that anybody knows what a luncheon set is anymore, so I wish you all the best. Here's your second bridal shower idea, a spice shower. How fun would that be? Each guest brings a spice attached to a miscellaneous gift. Well, I would say that if you're smart here, you won't even buy the crazy jacked up ones with all the GMOs in. I'm going to go straight up crunchy conservative mom on this one. But you could go down to some of these spice stores. In fact, the Spice and Tea Exchange in Kannapolis, and they also, I think the one in Salisbury is still open. I go to the one in Kannapolis. They can sell you the best spices, and we know where theirs came from, so you should go buy it from them. And then in Betty's cookbook, it even has this little section about what to do with your spices, because I bet some of y'all have some things on the rack. And you should put in a comment if you have a spice at home and you don't know what to do with it, because Betty will tell you. So let's just pick one that many of y'all have. You have coriander in your spice cupboard. You've never used coriander and you know it. She says use it for mixed pickles, gingerbread, cookies, cakes, biscuits, poultry stuffings, salads, and sausage, just because you people are not making sausage at home anymore. All right, so let's see. Our next, well, for the hostess gift for a spice shower, you should bring her a spice rack. I'm going to totally have a spice shower just so somebody bring me a spice rack. All right, so the third kind of bridal shower you could have is a household hint. And by the way, if you are happen to watch this live feed, please let me know how the sound is and how the camera is and how the internet's going. I'm testing all my things. I forgot to tell y'all to be my test subjects here. Household hint. Each guest brings a household hint written on a card sent out by the hostess. That's good because they can match. My mother had one of those recipe boxes where all the cards matched and the equipment necessary to carry out the household hint. I like it. So if you bring somebody an iron, you got to bring them your favorite starch too. And the hostess gift is a decorative file to put the card in. I like it. Okay. Here we go. Number 4, the silver shower. Each guest brings silver in the bride's pattern. I think we should go back to the people bringing silver. I still have my wedding silver, and it's very fun. We use it every day. In fact, we use our regular home china every day too, because why would you get the good china and keep it in the cupboard? Is that Martha Gentry? Oh, I love you so much, Martha Gentry. She's the queen of Southern Pines. So anyway, let's see. Then we have the number 5 idea is a recipe shower. I think you should all have this one because the young people are starting to cook again. If y'all watched it on the TikTok and on the Instagrams and such, this trad wife trend, they need to learn how to cook. But in fact, there was an advertisement on the TV about, was it Amazon? Was some young lady learning how to fix her own ramen? I was very excited for her. It says each guest brings a recipe on loose leaf paper sent out by the hostess. Don't do loose leaf paper. That's a terrible idea. You should let them bring their recipe on a recipe card. I'm going to interrupt Betty Feezor here because I love her. All right, so let's see. Here's idea number 6. Cleaning shower. Look, I dare y'all. I double dog dare somebody to have a cleaning shower for a bride. There won't be nary a guest showing up. Each guest brings cleaning equipment, and the hostess gift is a basket to carry the equipment in when cleaning, so you could tote it around your house. Now, full disclosure, like I belong to the Melaleuca crowd because I really like that their equipment is completely like organic and doesn't have all the scary chemicals in it. I'll up with a link for that too if you want. And so here's idea number 7 is a fix-it tool shower. Now, I bet a lot of people would like this if they wouldn't know what to do with the tools. Let's see. Oh, you're in Dobson? Oh, are you they're different. It's a Martha Gentry. You should know there's one in Southern Pines. You should make friends with her. But did I see you in Dobson when I went to go visit Mount Airy with my friend Deirdre last year before last? We had a big time. And I met somebody who watches my videos in front of the car there where Andy Griffith's office was and Barney's patrol car. All right. So, anyway, the number 7 shower idea is fix it tools. Each guest brings one or more tools that the bride will need. Now, I guess y'all could decide how randy you want to get with the tools a bride might need, but it says the hostess gift is a toolbox. I do think that young folks need to learn how to caulk again. And as a realtor, it makes me sad when I see this do it yourself caulk job that is really chunky and messy. And please learn how to lay caulk down correctly. That's just on behalf of everybody in real estate, and all my realtors can back me up here and say you agree that we wish people would learn how to lay bead a caulk down correctly. Now, Betty also gave us the rest of the instructions for this party. She says that you should pick your good invitations, an appropriate invitation for the theme, and that you should include favors. We do like party favors. And she says a small decorative notepad and pencil with the name of each guest would look nice on the table. I'm supposed to personalize it to the guest. That means you people need to RSVP, and we need to bring that back too. So if we're going to bring back bridal showers, we need to bring back RSVPs. And then it says decorations, arrange flowers in a small skillet. Okay, I don't know what Betty's talking about here. Why would you put flowers in the skillet? Okay. Then give the arrangements and containers to the bride when the party is over. Heck yes, you absolutely want to run somebody else in charge of the flowers when the party is over. Refreshments. Oh, she say we ought to fix a gelatin cake. Would y'all like me to tell you what's in the gelatin cake? I will go to that in a second. Putting the colors of the party in the cake and serve hot apple juice in the winter and chilled apple juice in the summer. Oh my God, I want to live back in a simpler time like this. Okay, let's see. Games. Give the guest instructions for drawing a picture of the bride as she will appear in her kitchen after she is married. The final instruction, they must do the drawing in the dark. Oh, I should have read that before I said it out loud. Betty Feezor. You spicy woman, you. Good Lord. Okay, then we have a quiz you could give to people. And would y'all like to know the quiz for the flower romance quiz? Okay, this is going to be I'm just going to go ahead and say right now that my team's going to clip this out and make this its own little thing on the TikTok because I think this would be popular. All right. Here is a quiz to the guest, and I have the answers here. So you have to fill this out without the answers in it, y'all. What surrounded the bride? Morning glory. What was her name? Daisy. What was the groom's name? Harry Winkle. What dignitary married him? Jack in the pulpit. At what hour was the wedding held? 4:00. I don't think most of y'all could even understand this because unless you're a flower person, you don't get it. What color did the bride wear? Orchid. What flowers did she carry? Bride's roses. I got to get on my appointment here. Let's see. What did she wear on her hands? Foxgloves. What tramp got in at the wedding? Ragged Robin. Oh, this is killing me here. What did the bride leave behind her? A bleeding heart. Okay, this is too much, Betty Feezor. You are seriously my favorite person that ever lived. All right, so before I jump off of this, I just have to be a minute late. Where is the gelatin cake that Betty says is in here? Let's find. I still can't believe I have an autographed copy. If somebody ever tries to rip this out of my cold, dead hands, you will die in the process. Page 44. I got to find out what's in gelatin cake. All right, here we go, friends. Here is how you're going to make gelatin cake. And if you vote accordingly in the comments, I'll fix one on my I will rehab my kitchen, my rules, and make a gelatin cake as I find out what's in it. Okay. Bake 2 white cake layers, turn out to cool, return to pans, and pour 1 package red gelatin dissolved in 1 cup hot water over 1 layer and 1 package of green gelatin dissolved in 1 cup hot water over the other layer. So we're going to have a jello cake. All right. And I guess this is what she means. Change your colors according to your party theme. Place in the refrigerator and chill until the gelatin is set. Remove from pans and ice with whipped cream. That's it. Oh, that's so easy. Okay, look, I will totally fix that. I might make that for July the 4th and match my glasses. All right, thank you for testing my new Betty Feezor Studio with me. If you are in and around Concord and would like to come visit, please do. Bring your Sunday school class. We have had groups from the Assisted Living Center to come visit and have a flashback to the Betty Feezor days when things were a little simpler and kinder. So on this Friday, be simpler and kinder yourselves and make sure you tell somebody who's putting a bridal shower together. Here's some ideas for something that's a little bit fun. And I will make sure and see y'all sometime soon as I come to you from a new studio.